but it's a Rover. Yeah, but it's a GTI. Good afternoon. You join me in what looks like a weird dungeony place. This is actually my garage with its lovely pink fireproof plasterboard wall and breeze blocks. Very stylish. At some point in the future, you're going to see what I'm going to do to this space, and it's going to be quite cool. Well, cool for me. I don't know if you're going to like it. I am, because, well, it's me that's doing it. So today, what I thought I'd do is I've got a hold of one of these. I'm going to bring it close to the camera so you can see it. It is a 3M headlight restoration kit, which I'm not going to use on headlights. I'm actually going to be using it on these, which are the Lexus style rear lights for the 25/MG ZR. As you can see, they're not in the best condition. They're a bit pitted, quite dirty, and there's a bit of yellow discoloration which has happened up on this clear light lens, which is now no longer a clear light lens. It looks more like a French headlight than anything else. And although these are tail lights, this headlight restoration kit should be able to get these up nice and clean, specifically this area here and only on this bit here. The rest of the silver, what I'm going to be doing is giving it a nice soapy clean down, wipe it up and try and make it look a little bit more presentable than what it actually is, because at the moment looks like it's got cataracts, which you don't want. Luckily though, I bought these off of eBay, £25 included P&P. Came with all the fixtures and fittings on the back of them, so I can get these put onto the 25. Only downside is one of these, which is this one here. You can see there's like, what do you call them? Like locating bolts. It's missing one. So I'm going to have to, if you can look at me, I'm going to have to get a new one of these or take it off of the old one. And I'm hoping this should be a reasonable one-for-one swap. I do have a new gasket to go around the outside to make sure that there's no water leaks. But for this video, it's basically going to be me testing one to make sure that 3M quick and easy headlight restoration kit actually does a good job. Because if it does, then I suppose people can start using this on their own actual headlights or tail lights if they need to. And then once I've got them all cleaned and making them look shiny and pretty, we'll see about putting them on the car. Don't know if that'll be this video because, like I say, this is more for just seeing if that restoration kit will actually make these look better. In fact, this one looks worse than the other. Can you see how yellow that is? That's supposed to be clear. And yeah, if you hear some gentle noise in the background, that's because it's raining. It's quite moist outside, hence the reason why I'm in my garage. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to start prepping these, show you how it goes along. Come on. Now, the first part of this process to getting these looking a lot better than what they are at the moment is they need just a normal clean. So all I've done is got myself standard sponge. You got sponge with a bit of Brillo on the back. I'm going to use the sponge side of it, just a bit of warm soapy water. Get that through the sponge, and then it's just doing the most mundane task of all and just going through and cleaning it. Give it a good scrub round, and already from doing the smallest amount, you can see it's still damp, but it's getting cleaner because, well, that's what happens when you clean things. If you find that you're not able to get certain bits off, or there is a little bit of residue, use my words, use the correct English, you do have one of these soft Brillos on the back. Don't press too hard because obviously you don't want to scratch whatever it is that you're cleaning, because originally it is designed for ceramics and plastics. And there you go, it's getting rid of some of the markings that are all along the back here. So I'm just going to go around now and very excitingly clean the front and the back with my sponge and soapy water, and then I'll get back to you in a minute. Now, this is before. I don't know if it's picking it up. As you can see, this is the one I haven't done. And just by cleaning them, you can already see from this distance how shiny and reflective that's come back up as. Still a little damp, but sometimes all it takes is a good clean to make something look a little less dull and drab. Look how drab, how clean. It's good, isn't it? Right, let me get this one cleaned up, then I'm going to get him masked up, and then we're going to start working on this here. Right, everything's clean. Ooh, pretty. So now what I'm going to do is grab myself some masking tape. This cost me the princely sum of £1 from Poundland because, you know, no expense spared, of course. And what I want to do is mask up around the light here, because when I'm using the headlight restoration kit, it's going to have some disc which I can attach to a drill bit, and I don't want that to catch on any of the, I want to call it chrome. I suppose it's more like chrome effect because it's not real chrome, because Rover, and we couldn't afford it. Tee-hee. Right, let me get this masked up and I'll move on to the next step. Right, so done. Look at that. Looks very pretty. So I was just reading the quick and easy headlight restoration kit. So you get one of these little discs, which is a 3000 grit like sanding, wet and sanding pad. So apparently what you're supposed to do is, once you've cleaned your headlight down, you want to protect it, which I've done, and then you want to spray water on the green-grey side. So spray a little bit of water on this bit here, and then get to work at it. So sand across each headlight until you've got a uniform appearance. And it does state to be sure to wet sand long enough with a pre-3000 grit disc before moving on. When you've correctly finished sanding, the headlight should look smooth and frosty or hazy. So I'm expecting that to happen. And if you see any areas that become more apparent as you sand, you may need a 3M headlight restoration kit to achieve a smooth surface before applying the 3M quick headlight clear coat. That's what this is though. This is the 3M quick and easy headlight restoration kit. Oh, unless they're talking about you do that and then you've got the quick headlight clear coat and another quick headlight clear coat. So from the looks of things, I'm going to have to go around sand this. Now I thought it came with a little thing that a disc attaches to, and then it'll spin around and I can easily get this done, but it doesn't. So it looks like I'm going to be doing this bad boy by hand. So on the plus side, at least you get to see what it's like if you haven't got the right tools. So I'm going to use this hand sander light and see how it comes out. Right, you can see here, so I've been doing this now for 10 minutes by hand. If I bring this up close, still a bit yellow. It's not as yellow as it was before, but it still is a bit yellow. I must admit, the disc they give you, which is this here, as you can see, I've been trying to only use half of it. And the reason why I've been trying to use only half of it is because I've got 2 to do. However, the half I've been using is already all pitted up. You can see that's the bit I've not used. That's the bit I have used. So despite the fact that this is only a small lens, this is already getting clogged. So if you had, like I do, 2 of these to do, even though they're this size, I think you probably need 2 of these kits, realistically. Oh, and the tools, because that will be quicker and it wouldn't make your forearm feel like it's going to explode. But I suppose on the plus side, at least you get to see what it's like doing it via hand. Yeah, I'm going to get on, do another 10 minutes, see if I can still stick to just half of this, see if this will become any clearer. You can see it's a little frosty, but I wouldn't say that it's completely got rid of the yellowing. So let me give this another 10 minutes and we'll see how it goes. Right, done another 10 minutes or so, and that's what we've come up as. I 100% would not call that perfect. I definitely think that this could have done with a coarser grit sandpaper first before moving on to this 3000, because the yellowing and discoloration in this light seems to be quite intense. If I show you the one I haven't done, which is this one, you can see that that definitely looks like, I don't know if you guys ever remember, but you know when you go to like your nan's house and she might have been a smoker inside, and so because of that you've got discoloration of things. The old Super Nintendo may look a little bit yellow as opposed to the traditional grey. But if you compare that one to that one, you can see a massive difference between the two. This looks incredibly clear in comparison to this one. However, looking at this light, this is not what I would consider amazing, because I was of the understanding I should be able to see through it crystal clear, which you can't. However, I've gone through with this. It's taken me about 20 minutes doing it via hand, so a machine probably would have been about 5 minutes. And then I need to do this one as well before putting on their clear coats, which they recommend afterwards. So I'm going to get on, have a go with that and see how they turn out. Right, all sanded, other one's all sanded, and now we're on to the next step. So the next step is we've got to put this quick headlight clear coat on. Ooh, there you go, that's what it is. It's advised that you wear a rubber glove, so I'm going to pop a rubber glove on. Give flashbacks to my prostate exam. There we go. Oh, look at that. Put a little bit of gelatine on it. Anyway, so what we got to do with this bad boy is take it out of the pack, which is what I'm attempting to do, and apparently do not unfold the wipe. We need to use this wipe on both headlights, and according to this it says that carefully open the wipe packet, slowly apply coating using a crisp edge of the folded wipe, and then slightly overlap passes. So I'm guessing I'll slowly open it up as I wipe along. So, as my instructions attempt to fly away, let's get you out of there. So let's do 1, and then, because there's not much, 2. I have missed a little bit on that, so let's open you up. Let's do it again. 1, and the other one. 2. Let's move you to the side. We'll grab the other one. So that's you folded both ways. Probably should have put 2 gloves on, and then it would have been easier for me to do this. So let's do it this way. Oh. So we go 1 and folded 2. And just because we did the other one 4 times, let's open this up even more. Look at that. Skills. One-handed skills. 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. Now apparently I've got to leave this for 5 to 15, which if you notice there was 5 or 15 minutes. Let it dry, and then once I've done that, I have to do it again, and then that should be it done. And I must admit, from using this wipe to looking at it now, it definitely has removed a lot of the haziness. So I'll get back in contact with you. I'll get back in contact with you guys. What am I doing? I'm not talking to you on the telephone. I might be talking to you on the phone. You could be watching me on the phone. What I'll do is I'll wait the 5 to 15, and then once I've done that, I'll show you again. Although then again, you're just going to watch me wipe it again. I'll let you see it again, or maybe I'll let you see it afterwards. We'll find out in around about 3 seconds. Do you know what? I thought, why not? I might as well show you me wiping a mirror down again. This is the second one that I've got. So let me just take it out of here. Look at that. No care for that rubbish whatsoever. So we need to do a 1 wipe. Then we got to do second wipe. And we did this twice last time, so why not do it twice this time as well? Does it make a difference? Don't know. 1 wipe, and there's the second wipe. Let's move that to the side. Now that I've done the next lot of wipes, hopefully the mic's not making funny noises as it's bouncing off my knee. Now that I've done the second lot of wipes, you've got to leave your headlamps, or in this case my tail lights, for, what was it, up to an hour? Let's say an hour. It says to leave it for an hour before you expose them to the elements, and then put them on your car. There we go, I'll do that. That side. I'll do the same with the other one. Reason for it is it's got to take time for this clear coat to dry. Otherwise, I don't know, cause issues, I guess, which we don't want to happen. Want to make sure it dries nicely. Yeah, I think it was quite a simple job using the kit. These wipes, fair enough, do what they need to do. We'll soon see what I believe they call proof is in the pudding once it's all done. I'll leave it an hour, let it cure, and see how it comes up. But as it stands at the moment, total ease of the job, doing it by hand. Absolute pain in the forearm. Good thing that I've got amazing strength. Lol. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, it's an alright kit. I mean, what did I pay? 13, 15 pounds, something like that. I wish it came with the drill bit. It would have been good to have done that because it would have been a lot easier on my body. And I generally thought that's what it came with, because there's quite a few other kits that are a lot cheaper that do. And many people were saying that the 3M one is quite good. However, I must admit, as it stands at the moment, these aren't completely dried, but look at that. That's definitely clearer than the yellow looking crap that it was before. I mean, this one particularly. Look at this one. So it's done a really good job. I'm actually quite happy with how it's turned out. Not 100% happy because I was expecting it to be super clear, but I'm guessing that would have come with me spending more time doing sanding and sanding with a machine as opposed to with my hands. But at least it's good to know that even utilizing just your hands to do it, you can get it sorted. I mean, if you've got a car that you're nursing along and you can't afford to replace a headlight, I mean, it's not necessarily a problem with modern cars, but I suppose with a car that's slightly older that you're keeping on the road, such as my lovely 25. Let me tip you up so you can see my face instead of just looking at my hand pointing at things. Yeah, if you're nursing a car along or you just want a quick and easy fix for it for 15 quid, this definitely seems to do a reasonable job. One where you would be able to pass your MOT with it. And I don't think you'd have much trouble with it whatsoever. I mean, ideally, you'd want to replace your headlights or your tail lights with something that's brand new. In some circumstances, you can't because, I mean, these, for example, you can still buy them from aftermarket stores, but they're going to cost you £100–150. And then you think to yourself, bloody hell, that's a lot of money, but I suppose you're paying for ease and you're paying for brand new, whereas this was 25 quid including postage, 15 quid for that, so I suppose it's £40 and hour and a half's worth of work sorting them out, maybe a bit longer because you've got to let stuff dry, so say 2.5 hours, so a bit of prepping time, bit of working time, bit going. And then that's it. You've got your lights ready to use, ready to be installed, which will be the next job. Yeah, there's definitely a place for it. There's definitely a use for the kit. And I'm sure if you were to use them on your headlights, they'd come out really, really well. Just, I would heavily recommend if you've got the tool in order to use it, because you can use buffing tools as well, because it was like Velcro on the back of it. So I guess if you've got one of them, just connected to the back, or maybe if you've got like an orbital sander, orbital sander that's got Velcro on the back of it, then maybe you could have connected it to the back of one of those and it would have made it easier for you. So yeah, well, all in all, would I do it again? Well, yeah, because I'm cheap. You know, if I was willing to spend £100–150 on some brand new ones, I would have just done that and installed them. But I'm not, and you can tell that I'm not because I'm cheap. So what do you call it? I traded money for time, something like that. Yeah. Did I enjoy doing it? No, it was awful. I hated the job. If I had the right tools, probably would have been fine. I'd have just seen it as no more than sweeping up the floor. Am I going to go install them? Not just yet. I've got to wait now for them to dry because you've literally just watched me put on the last coat. So yeah, hopefully they look cool on the car. Am I going to do it in this video? Probably not. I might make it into another video just to string these things along because I've got something to be getting on with in the next hour. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time to watch me do this 3M stuff. If you want one of these kits, you can buy them, Amazon, eBay. Where did I get it? Amazon. I'll put a link in the description so that you can get one yourself. Results speak for themselves. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not as good as buying new lights, but definitely if you're on a budget, wicked. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Throw us a like, give us a subscribe, put a comment down. Tell me what you want me to do. Tell me if I could have done it better. I'm sure you could have told me I could have done it better. And I don't know if it'll be the next video or the video after that, but you'll definitely see these attached to the back of my car very, very soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.